Maybe you have brain fog at the moment, maybe you feel bad, maybe you have just a bad time. Here are 3 tips I would give myself to feel better. In advance, I'm not a therapist, I only give tips that may help you, that would help me. I just want to give you some tips that you feel better. The doctor of a dehydrated patient wouldn't recommend him not only to drink more, but also to drink more healthy stuff. Alcohol and soda would dehydrate the patient even more. Imagine yourself empty when you wake up in the morning, and everything you consume during the day slowly fills you up. The thing is that your brain can only receive a limited amount of information per day. If you consume too much, you kind of overflow. You receive more than your brain is able to process. The majority of people nowadays are in a constant cycle of overstimulation. It's not only about the amount of things you consume, but also the quality of the consumption you have on a daily basis. Consume more quality and less quantity. Read more books and reduce your time on TikTok. Drink 1 glass of water more and a Coke less. Easy. Become mindful on what things you consume. Your body is like your temple. Fill yourself up with the best quality. Don't let any dirt in. So the first thing you can do is doing nothing. That's literally something that really helped me when I process everything I consume during the day. I mean, you can't avoid some kind of consumption and you have to consume something to live. It may sound stupid, but it really helps. The time you're awake, you should spend at least the same amount of time consuming and processing. If you constantly consume, you, as I already told you, you overflow and then you get constant stress. If you build the habit of doing nothing, you will see that you can think more clear because you give yourself time to process the things you consume. As you consume less bullshit, your sleep gets better because your brain doesn't have to process the things you consumed during the day. Just start to do 1 to 5 minutes doing nothing. Build the habit first. Become comfortable in doing nothing, because if you will constantly overstimulate yourself, in the beginning it's difficult to just do nothing. I do it before I go to sleep. Then it's always the same time and it's easy to just sit on the bed and do nothing for 5 minutes, put the timer on. To organize my thoughts and reflect on the day, I write a journal. Keep it simple. Write down what went well. For example, you made all your to-dos. Then write down what you do better tomorrow and 1 thing for which you're grateful for. At least 1 thing. I would take 10 minutes before going to bed, 5 minutes for journaling and 5 minutes for doing nothing. The third step that helped me to get more clarity was to constantly remind myself to relax. That goes hand in hand with the things you consume. So by reduce your consumption and consuming less bullshit, obviously you will be more relaxed, and you will, as you have more clarity, you will remind yourself even more to stay relaxed, and you are able to be conscious when stressful situations are happening. You just in general become a more relaxed person, and by that your day will become more interesting because you recognize things you didn't recognize before. I really hope these things help you, and I wish you a nice day.